Coach, speak a little bit about how the game was called last night by the referees.
Well, first thing I just want to tip my hat to the Montford team. They played hard all night long last night. They never gave up. Well-coached team. The players, they did a great job of fighting back. They were in a hole at halftime, and they never gave up, and they came close to winning that game. So hats off to them for sticking with it and fighting it out. The calls last night, you know, with refereeing a basketball game, you're always going to have you're either going to have good refereeing, bad refereeing, or just okay. And last night we kind of got to see the bad end of things, in my opinion. Some of the calls last night seemed to just come out of nowhere, and you get that from time to time. And I tell my girls that, you know, we can't leave it in the hands of the referees to whether we win or lose a basketball game. We have to take care of business and do what we know to do. And as long as we do what we're supposed to do, and everybody's in the right place at the right time, like they're coached to do, it shouldn't even be a question of how the game was called. So yes, it was frustrating last night. My girls were frustrated. I was frustrated. The fans were frustrated. But it's a part of the game. And anybody who plays basketball or is involved in basketball understands that refereeing is a part of the game, good, bad, or ugly.
Okay, so how do you feel about the fouls that were made last night by your team?
I think that we are an aggressive basketball team on the defensive end, and my girls are coached to play aggressively without fouling, and I think they do a good job of that for the most part. I think there were a few ticky-tack calls, foul calls called that probably should not have been called, but like I said, that's a part of the game, and your team, me, the coach, has to adjust to that, how the game is being called.
So who would you say is your most valuable player on the team?
I think it's a collective effort. I cannot pick one player from my bunch that's head and shoulders above anybody else. It's a total team effort. Last night's win was a total team effort. Everybody pulled their weight from 1 down to 14. Even players that didn't get in the game last night were a part of that win because their support of their teammates made it possible for the team to pull it off. So I don't have an MVP at this point. I have a MVT, most valuable team. So.
Was there anything that you said specifically to your team last night after the game in the locker room?
I just told them that I was proud of them for the way they fought, the way they kept their head on, the way they gutted out this win, even though it looked like, you know, to lose a lead, a 24-7 lead at halftime, and to lose that and have the team come back within 2 or 4 points, that could take the wind out of any team's sails. So after the game, I just told my girls I was proud of them for the way that they fought and stuck it out. We got a lot of work to do still. Free throws, defense, and making baskets. But I was proud of them for the way they stuck it out last night. So that's what I told them, and I told them that in practice today we have a lot of work to do. So
that's all the questions I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, guys.